Hello, hi guys. This is CA Balakrishna from Lecturepedia.in. How are you? Hope you people are doing well. Even I am fantastic. In this video, we will be seeing 1.5-day revision strategy for CA Final Audit. I'll be uploading this video even before your AFM exam itself so that it will be available to you immediately after completing the exam. You can watch this video and you can plan your revision accordingly. Okay. Now, if in case you are having your own plan, you have already prepared, or if you have already planned how to revise the audit in 1.5 days, you can follow your own plan. If you are confused about which chapter to revise first, how much time has to be spent for each chapter, then you can simply follow the strategy that I am going to give here. Okay. And here what we will be doing is, we will be first of all revising all the chapters which are important. Okay. From the chapters, for sure there will be 4 marks or 5 marks question. Okay, such a type of chapters we will be revising first. After that we'll go for other chapters. And yes, you cannot leave any chapter because there are MCQs. Okay, I suggest not to take any chapter for a choice. Even in revision also, you must revise each and every chapter. Okay. Yes. Now, firstly, before starting audit revision, you erase everything about FR and AFM. You forget about those two papers. Okay, freshly start with revision of audit. Okay, keep that in mind. You don't, uh, you know, carry forward the impact of these FR and AFM on audit preparation, because in audit the syllabus is huge. You will require a lot of time to revise all these chapters. Okay, so each and every minute is very important for audit revision. Okay. Yes. Now, on 4th evening, you will be completing your AFM examination, right? At 5 o'clock. Let's say you reach your home by 6, you fresh up, have some snacks, and start revision of audit sharp 7 o'clock. Now, first of all, 7 to 8 o'clock, we will pick up Caro 2020. Now, because Caro 2020, it is so much important. If you find even in the past examinations, also in the past two papers, in the two papers, you will find question from Caro. Okay, it is very much important because in Caro 2020, there are additional points, analytical points which are added. So it makes these additional amendments of Caro which were made in Caro 2020 very important. This Caro. Okay, so we'll first of all revise Caro from 7 to 8. 1 hour is more than sufficient for revising Caro. Okay, in this time itself, along with covering the concept, you also cover the important questions. While you are preparing, you'd have marked some of the questions as important, right? You cover those questions also. If in case you are having my audit concise book, in that audit concise book, what I have done is, I have highlighted key terms in red color. Now, for the purpose of revision, if you just go through those highlighted key terms, your revision will get completed. Okay, you can follow this strategy if you are having my audit concise book. Next, 8 to 9, you revise SDG and ESG, Sustainable Development Goals chapter. Okay, this chapter is also very much important because this is a newly added chapter. Institute will test this chapter for sure. Okay, this chapter and digital audit, that we will be revising next. Okay, from 9 to 9:30, have a dinner break, and 9:30 to 10:30, revise digital audit chapter. Okay, so in on 4th night, you sleep only after completing digital audit chapter. Okay, even if it takes some 15 minutes or half an hour more, you complete digital audit revision and sleep. Okay, now on 4th night, you take rest because previous day night you might have spent lot of time for AFM, revision. You might have not slept, might be. So you take rest on fourth night. Okay, and you sleep for 6 hours. 6 hours sleep is more than enough. Okay, now on fifth morning, early morning, you wake up at 5:30 and fresh up and start revision exactly from 6 o'clock. Now firstly we will pick up essay 800 series. From 6 to 7 you revise essay 800 series. Basically if you see, we are covering all the newly added chapters. Institute is giving more weightage for these newly added chapters. Okay, if you see the past two examination trends, you can find it. Okay, institute is giving more weightage for these newly added chapters like SDG, digital audit, this 800 series, SAE series. Okay, so we are completing all these chapters first of all. Next 7 to 8 you complete SAE 3400 series along with SA 402. Basically in SAE 3400 series there is a one standard which is SAE 3402 and SA 402. These two standards are linked. Okay, there will be a link between these two standards. So you complete 3400 series along with SA 402. Okay, next 8 to 9 you complete SRE 2400 series, SRS 4400 series. Basically here there will be two standards here and two standards here which are quite simple and quite easy. So all that four standards you can complete in 1 hour. Okay, so 8 to 9 you complete these four standards. Next 9 to 9:30 you revise SQC1 and SA 220. You will not even require half an hour to cover SQC1 and SA 220 because both the standards are similar. If you complete revision of SQC1 within 5 minutes, you can also complete revision of SA 220. Even this SQC1 and SA 220 is also important. Okay, next 9:30 to 10 you take your breakfast, and next after that you start with professional ethics. Okay, 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 2 hours you revise professional ethics. Again professional ethics, for sure you will get 15 marks. Okay, so you take 2 hours or 2 or 15 minutes and complete professional ethics revision. And after that 12 to 1:30, 1.5 hour. In this 1.5 hour you revise SA 450. See, for this attempt I am expecting a question from SA 240, sorry, not 420, SA 240, which is related to fraud, right? This is quite important. I'm expecting a question for this attempt from this standard. And SA 250, 299, and from 500 series all these standards, SA 500, 501, 505, 510, 520. See, you might find that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 standards, but if you see all these standards, 500, 501, 505, okay, these four standard, these three standards and this SA 520, they are small standards. Okay, you can just complete them in 10 minutes. Okay, 10 to 15 minutes you can complete these standards. Okay, it might take some time for SA 240 and 250, just some time it might take, but remaining standards they are small standards. SA 299, it is very easy standard. Okay, so take 1.5 hour and complete these standards. Next, from 1:30 to 2 o'clock, half an hour you take lunch break. Don't eat heavily because you need to study for entire day, so you should not sleep. Okay, you will get sleep if you fill your stomach entirely. You just eat half of your stomach. Okay, don't get tempted. Next, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you complete SA 700 series standards which are related to reporting, right? This 700 series, it is also very much important. Along with these standards, you should also complete this section 143 subsection 1 subsection 3 of Companies Act, and fraud related reporting under Companies Act. So those reporting related aspects of Companies Act also you should complete in this 1 hour. Okay, 2 to 3 o'clock, entire 700 series where there will be 6 standards. See, of these 6 standards, yes, 700 is very easy, 706 is very easy, right? you should uh, put some time for 705 and 701, and remaining 710, 720, they are also quite easy, right? So within 1 hour you can complete this. Next, 3 to 4 o'clock, you revise forensic audit due diligence investigation. I'm expecting a question from this forensic and due diligence this time. Okay, from any of these two, you might get a question, because continuously for the last two attempts he has been asking from investigation. I'm guessing from these two this time. Let's see. Next, 4 to 5:30, you go through this 300 series. Okay, essay 300, 315, 320, 330, 450, and 530, which is sampling. Okay, now basically here in this 300 series, what happens is there is some additional content that is also given in the chapter. You cover all those content. Okay, apart from the standard, related to the standards only, some additional extra content is given in the chapter, right? If you see ICS study material, or if you see my audit concise, you'll find that. So you complete that entire chapter. If you take our audit concise, the fourth chapter, you will find it. So entire fourth chapter, which will be dealing with this 300 series and 450, you complete that. Okay. Next, basically this 450 is there. No? This text was not given by the institute in its study material. Recently, in the amendment, it has given the text of SA 450. Okay, I have also made an amendment video explaining about SA 450. Okay, if you don't have the PDF, you can take the PDF of amendment from that video. Below link I have, in the description I have provided the PDF of amendment. You can also take that. Okay. Next, 5:30 to 5:45, you have a tea break for 15 minutes. Next, 5:45 to 6:30, you go through NBFC, and 6:30 to 7:30 go through bank audit. Okay, this time I'm expecting a question from bank audit here. Okay, it doesn't mean that NBFC you can leave. No. Okay, you should study, because there is a amendment in NBFC also. Okay, that is also important. Okay, you might get a MCQ with respect to that calculation part from the amendment. Okay, so basically tier 1 capital, tier 2 capital, that calculation is there. Okay, that can be asked as a MCQ, or even a question can be asked from that. So in the NBFC, you should take care of that amendment of tier 1 and tier 2 capital calculation. Okay. Next, 7:30 to 8:15, you go through group audits along with SS 600. Okay, both these are linked together, so you cover it in 45 minutes. Next, 8:15 to 9:15, you go through SA 540, 550, 560, 570, 580. Okay, from this area also I'm expecting a question, because in the past two attempts they haven't touched this area. Okay, of 560, 570, and 540, this area they haven't touched. Okay, from 550 they have given a question in one of the in previous attempt, they have touched 550, but apart from that they haven't quite touched this 500 series. So I'm expecting question, one or two questions from this area also. Next, 9:15 to 9:45, you have your dinner. Again, light dinner, not heavily. Next, 9:45 to 10:45, you go through internal audit along with SS 610 using the work of internal auditor. Okay, both are linked. You go through that. Next, 10:45 to 11:30, you go to audit of PSU. Okay, 45 minutes is more than enough for a PSU chapter. And 11:30 to 12, you go through the remaining small standards that are left over, like 622, 62, 65. Okay, these remaining standards you go through before going to the sleep. Okay, you complete this and go to sleep. Whatever time it might take in the night, you complete this and go to sleep. Okay, and early morning you can wake up at 6 or 6:30, and see, before by this time we have completed revision of our entire syllabus. Okay, still we are left with half a day. Now in this half a day, what you'll do is you cover the recent RTP. Okay, I have made a video explaining the RTP. There will be around 40 minutes. If you want, you can watch that video, or you can cover it on your own. And you also cover MTP. Okay, for MTP I haven't made a video. If possible, I will try to make a video on MTP also. And you go through case scenarios. There are around 70 case scenarios. I have made video on our YouTube channel, okay, explaining case scenario based MCQs. You go through them, okay. If not all the case scenarios, I'll give you some important case scenarios, okay. List of important case scenarios I'll upload, okay. The link for that video I'll give in the description, okay. So you at least cover those important case scenarios. The case scenario booklet also I have given in the Telegram channel. If you want, I will also again attach it in the description, okay. From that list, important uh, case scenario numbers I will share. You go through at least those things, and don't forget to cover amendments. However, while covering the chapters itself, you should cover the amendments. If at all you have missed the covering of amendments in the chapters, you specifically go through the amendments, okay. Once just take a look of amendments, okay. The amendment PDF also I'll provide in the description. There will be a link for the folder, okay. From that link you can access all these materials, okay. I'll provide that link, okay. Link to the notes I'll provide. From that you can download all these case scenarios, amendments, all these you can download, okay. So this way you can revise entire audit in 1.5 days. Yes, since the syllabus is somewhat huge, it will be not you might not be able to comfortably revise it, but try to revise it as early as possible, as quickly as possible, okay, because you need to cover all the chapters. If you don't revise even one chapter also, if at all any question comes from that chapter, you might face some difficulty in writing that. However, you will be able to write, because it is not that you haven't learned the chapter, okay. Just revising it again will help you to write it properly and to write it quickly in the examination, okay. So try to revise all the chapters. Hope that is clear. And I will also give you the list of important case scenarios and important concepts, video I'll again upload separately. You can also go through those important concepts specifically, okay. So all the best for your preparation, all the best for your examination. If you have any doubts, I will be active in the Telegram channel, okay. You can ask me the doubts over our Telegram channel, CA Balakrishna Kovuru, okay. I'll try to reply as early as possible, okay. I'll be active for these 1.5 days over the Telegram. You can ask doubts over there. So yes, I'll be making the videos of important concepts and important areas to be covered in these 1.5 days. So stay tuned to our channel. All the best. Take care. Bye bye. See you.